Hey everybody, Dirty Dan here. So today, go back up there. So today we're headed to a train show. I was really hoping to do a video about a train show this month, and coincidentally I checked Facebook this morning and one of my favorite dealers is at a train show. So that's where we're headed right now. So I'll see you guys there. All right, we've arrived. Oh, really?
I'm looking for somebody who hasn't found yet. There's a lot of people here today. Well, I didn't know. Hey, I didn't know they changed the rule.
This one makes noises too. Oh, that's the reason.
Separate box because they didn't make that many. They're very rare. That box. Sticker does say we're not stealing. It's a DRR box. Somebody put
back from the show. That train show, fantastic little show. It's a TCA run show. They have it, I believe, in the neighborhood of around every 3 months up there. There's another show in January I plan on going to, but for the most part, if you're ever through, stop on in. Fantastic show, highly recommend it. There's a lot more O-gauge. In the video clips beforehand at the show, it's primarily an O-gauge show, but there is some HO stuff, and I've been able to pick up some pretty good stuff there in the past. So, and today is no exception. Let's just dive right into it. We have a Pemco. I believe this is a 430, Alco 430. This uses some of the Tyco tooling. I'm not actually super familiar with how this drive system works. This is the first Pemco engine that I've gotten in the box. I do have another one, but it is not this same engine. I saw this and I got a really good deal on it. So I went ahead, I picked it up. I think I paid $10 for this. So, you know, it seemed worth it to me. And I'm pretty curious to see if this runs and how well. Now, this is an interesting locomotive, and I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these for a while. This is an AHM 060, but it's a Bachmann. It uses a Bachmann chassis, it uses Bachmann parts, but it was sold underneath the AHM name. It's a pretty cool little engine. I'd like to make a dedicated video on this one, and I'd honestly like to find, they made 3 different versions. This one, Hercules, and the Peabody, and I'd like to get my hands on all of them at some point and do a proper video on all 3, because they're really good little engines. I quite like the drives in these. The only thing is you'll occasionally get one that will zinc rot, but for the most part, they're pretty solid. Here is the Wonder Woman boxcar, the Shazam boxcar. So now that is all 3, the Shazam, the Superman, and the Wonder Woman car. I think there may be 1 or 2 more, but whatever the case may be, I'm happy to finally have these. They're just like collector's pieces. They're just filling gaps in my collection. I just didn't have them. You'd think as a Tyco collector I'd have these, but obviously not. I bought this actually from a guy that I know. His name's Bob. Here is a Lionel HO exploding boxcar. I actually already have one of these, but it's in the original box, and I don't know. This one just seemed in real good shape. He made me a good deal on it, so I figured, to me, that's worth it. You know, I think I paid $5 for this, and $5 for this boxcar is pretty fair in my opinion. So 3 of these Alaska Railroad hoppers. I didn't need to get all 3, but I'm like, I probably won't have the chance to buy this many in one assortment. So I figured I'd spend it on these just because I quite like these. They're nice little cars. And I think they look really good behind Lionel's HO 462. And so I picked them up. They were really reasonably priced. I actually picked these up in sort of a assortment that I got. The only thing I can see being an issue is these are pretty light. So I don't know exactly how well they're going to pull, but we'll have to find out. Of course, I also picked up at the same time, this may actually be a Hobby Line or Pen Line caboose. I saw it with these and I figured I'd bundle it with, because it seemed like it was in really good shape. It even has the stack, which is pretty much, as you guys already know, usually missing on all cabooses. But it was in real good shape, so I decided to pick it up, and it'll look real good behind my Hobby Line FA. So I thought this was a pretty good buy. Now next up, we have the Lionel HO. This is a Michigan Central gondola, and it has these little cylinders that go in it. I don't remember exactly what these are, and I may not have all of them, but I do have some, which is better than none. And this is another Lionel HO car that's in real good shape. And, you know, how can you beat, I think I paid maybe $5 for this. This is another Lionel HO piece. This is the 040 they came out with. I don't know a ton about these. I know that I think this is something that Athearn produced for Lionel. I could be totally wrong here, but something is definitely not right with the drive. It needs something with it, the guy told me. We're gonna find out if it does anything at all here in a moment. But this thing's in really good shape. I think I paid maybe 10, 15 bucks. Most of this stuff that you're seeing right now was like a last. I kind of bundled a bunch of stuff together, so the prices are kind of hard to determine per item since I paid, I think, 50 bucks for everything I got from the guy. Now, last but not least, this is a very interesting piece that I've been on the hunt for a while. And coincidentally, I was talking to a buddy of mine about this piece at the show, and lo and behold, I found it. This is a Lionel HO B unit with a horn inside of it. I know you guys know that this is something right up my alley. Unfortunately, I only got the B unit. I didn't get the matching F unit, but that's nothing. I can find one of those. These are pretty difficult to find, especially this one's in fantastic shape. I don't think there's anything broken on this at all. Maybe needs a little bit of cleanup work, but I mean, that's it. I don't honestly know a lot about how these work, but that's something I figured I could save for once I finally got my hands on one, and obviously here it is. I paid something pretty reasonable for this, nothing crazy. I think it was like 10 bucks, 15 maybe. I've seen them go on eBay for a lot more than that, so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm really curious to see what this sounds like, if it's similar to the O-gauge horn or if it's, you know, how similar it really is. And that'll have to be saved for another video, but I'm super glad to finally have my hands on this. I'll go over more in depth of this thing in a later video. I'll have to find the matching A unit for it, but this will go great with my Whistling Tender 462 that I have, which I've yet to find the parts to fix because it's such a proprietary setup, unfortunately, but it will be soon. So anyways, now that we've gone through all this stuff, let's see if any of this stuff does anything. All right, first out of the bunch is this little 060. Let's see if this does anything. Oh man, we got a winner. That thing runs pretty good. Look at that thing go. I don't think we have a headlight. That's really not a big deal though. Oh no, we do. We do have a headlight. Awesome. This thing will probably only just need a little bit of cleanup work. Very nice. Awesome. Well, that's a win. Next up, we got the Chessie 430, the Pemco Chessie System 430. Let's see. Oh, wow. Man, that thing is a runner right there. Look at it go. It might need a little bit of lubrication. It sounds like it's having a little bit of a squeak going on, but man, that thing runs good. Wow. It seems as though that Pemco kind of copied the Tyco design in the later years. This is some sort of power torque, so I'm very curious to open this up and service it and see what's going on inside of there, but that's fantastic. That thing runs really good. All right, last but not least, this little Lionel HO 040. Oop. Okay, it does not move at all. So I'm going to say that this has some kind of band drive. Oh. Yeah, I don't think the band's doing anything. Yep. Okay, so this thing's going to need some attention. Hopefully it just needs the band replaced, but I can already tell those wheels are filthy, so that's going to need addressed. But anyways, that's pretty cool. We got a 2 out of 3, which is awesome. Usually I get like a 0 out of 3 or a 0 out of 5 or a way too many locomotives that I end up buying. But regardless, that was a fantastic little haul. I had no idea that I was going to end up with this stuff today. I'm super glad, and I can't wait to do some more videos on this stuff because we really picked up some interesting pieces here. This Pemco diesel is really interesting, that B unit. I'm glad to finally have another Lionel HO steamer. That's super cool. And just in general, the Lionel HO stuff, it's really interesting. But anyways, that's going to be everything for this video, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.